How's it? This is the foundation doing my week 2 predictions. Um, what a great opening week. Great to see football back. I did 9, 6, and 1, but the only damper of the whole thing was that the Cowboys lost. So well, that's the one loss. Then it kind of takes the joy, buzzkill, but it's a new week. Let's turn it around. Like always, I do my Cowboys video separately, but let's get going on with these picks. So this Thursday night is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the extra motivation for Flacco, but I don't think it's the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing with the Cincinnati a Cincinnati type pass rush and also a better offense with the Cincinnati Bengals. So I got the Bengals. Next is the Carolina Panthers versus Atlanta Falcons. I don't know what the status of Luke Kuechly is. I know Greg Olsen is hurt. He's gonna miss some time. The one thing is that the Carolina Panthers are physical, very, very physical. And I think they're capable of winning those low scoring games. You don't have to have those high scoring games and everything. And I think that's the type of game that Falcons need. I think they're going to struggle in a low scoring game, even though they're at home. So I got the Carolina Panthers. Next is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Buffalo Bills. Other than giving up two huge plays, a couple big plays, Chargers look pretty good. And, if the Bills can't muster up any offense, the defense is going to cave in again. That's like how they did. Derwin James looked pretty impressive too, so I got the Chargers. Next is the Minnesota Vikings versus the Green Bay Packers. How healthy is Aaron Rodgers? They allowed a lot of pass rush, so with the Minnesota defense who has had success against Aaron Rodgers, I got the Minnesota Vikings. Not only that, Kirk Cousins looked very at ease. He's not pressured on him to even score that much points, even though they did. Even though they scored a lot of points, but you just get that as an addition. As an additional thing, it's all good. Dalvin Cook looked pretty good too. But it's hard again. You got Aaron Rodgers the way he's doing and all that. Next is the Cleveland Browns versus the New Orleans Saints. Well, Cleveland won't go 0-16. They did a lot of good things defensively. They got 6 takeaways. Ward, a lot of people criticized that pick. He had 2 picks. Myles Garrett was balling. Can the offense do just enough? Can they avoid that big mistake too, though? That's the culture of everything. Getting over that hump, putting that winning attitude. New Orleans Saints, I did not see them giving up that much points. Defensively, I was shocked. On their but then Drew Brees still put up 40 points, and they're at home again against the Browns. I can see the Saints bouncing back in this game. Next is the Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets. Jets, I did not see they coming either. Defensively, I thought they would be good enough to keep games close, but I did not see that from Sam Darnold. But you know what, the Dolphins, they looked okay, but I got the Jets too. I just think the home crowd is, after that performance, I think the home crowd is gonna be going in such a frenzy. It's gonna help them out a lot. But can the Jets, not lay an egg, in that kind of thing. But I think defensively, I think it'll carry them through it. I don't think the offense is going to be just as impressive. I think the defense can do their thing. Next is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like I always say, when you got a young quarterback and you find different ways of helping him out, creating shorter fields with your defense, getting the takeaway, or just pinning them back in their own side of the field. And in special teams, you can score, or flip the field. Then it makes it easier. You don't have to go 85, 80 yards to score points. And that's one thing that was easy it made it easier for Mahomes and all that. Steelers was trying to give away this game. James Conner had a bad fumble, at the wrong time, but he had a good game overall. And for some reason, the Steelers do have the Chiefs number for some reason. So that's why I'm going to say that the Steelers win this game in their home opener. Next is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, I did not see that coming. I thought they would put up some points, but not like that. I thought they would be better with Fitzpatrick, but I didn't see that coming. Um, Defensively, Vinny Curry looked great. Um, but the one thing is that you're not playing the New Orleans defense, you're playing the Philadelphia Eagles defense, and the Eagles defense is scary good. Their defensive line, their defensive front seven is going to cause a lot of havoc. So, and they showed already they can win a low scoring, ugly game. So I think Foles is gonna get by just by that. And like I said, that's one thing about the Eagles that I respect a lot about is that they find different ways. They don't have to have their offense score 25, 30 points. Their special teams can do something. Their defense can do something. So that's why I got the Eagles. Uh, but it's going to be a much closer game than what people are thinking. Next is the Houston Texans versus Tennessee Titans. Deshaun Watson looked like he was rusty in the beginning, but eventually got his game going. Defensively, they look solid. Titans, Mariota got beat up, so that's why I'm going to go with the Houston Texans. Next is the Indianapolis Colts versus the Washington Redskins. Wow, Adrian Peterson really turned back the clock on that one. And again, all these things about the Colts, Andrew Luck looked good in the beginning, but eventually, you got a pass rush like the Washington Redskins, it's gonna get to Andrew Luck. So I can see the game again ending up later that the Redskins win. Next is the Arizona Cardinals versus the Los Angeles Rams. Once Todd Gurley started going, the offense started flowing. Other than giving up that first bad drive, the defense started this dominating the game. Cardinals, David Johnson looked good, but you need more than that. So, I wonder if they're gonna be more quick to give Rose. I don't know. Maybe they will give Rose in the start. Who knows? Next is the Detroit Lions versus the San Francisco 49ers. I got the San Francisco 49ers, they're not playing the Minnesota defense. Stafford was beat up and everything like that. The 49ers was moving the ball, so it's not like they were being shut out. They just didn't finish their drives. So in their home opener, I got the 49ers. Next is the Oakland Raiders versus the Denver Broncos at Mile High Stadium. Von Miller was just having fun, and if Case Keenum can do that, just score a little bit of points. Don't put your defense in bad situations. Lindsey was running the ball hard. Eventually, that defense is going. When you got a lead and you got the defense attacking, the Raiders. That's why I think the Raiders are going to lose. Next is the New England Patriots versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars defense can make them stay in this game. I don't know about Leonard Fournette's health. I know he pulled a hamstring, and that is always the trickiest thing. You just think, he was questioned to come back next. He's missing 2 weeks, so you gotta wait for the reports come out. But I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. But I think eventually, I think the Patriots will come out at the end. Squeak by, so to speak. Finally, is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Chicago Bears. Man, imagine when Khalil Mack gets his football shape back and going and all that. And he has an extra day of rest too. And you saw what Von Miller was doing to Russell Wilson. I can see Russell Wilson struggling, not struggling, but doing everything he can to help this team out. But I think the Chicago Bears, I think they're gonna edge out this game. They won't let what they did with Aaron Rodgers coming back in the game and eventually coming back to win the game. So I got the Chicago Bears winning. All right. Mahalo for watching. Paniola boys. And like always, go Cowboys.